Hey guys, welcome back to Weekenders on the Water. Today we're here in the garage and today we're going to be talking about what to know if you want to tow your Sea-Doo. So if you want to know, then you're in the right place. Make sure you stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Alright guys, so what we have here, this is my 2017 GTI SE 130 and my 2021 GTI SE 170. We are actually taking both of these jet skis to Bimini this week. So this is probably the last video you'll see before that trip. So really hope you hit that subscribe button. Stick around and check those videos out because those are going to be amazing. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. I can't wait. But one of the last precautions that we want to take is I'd mentioned in our what to pack for Bimini video that you need to bring a tow tap so that if you want to tow these jet skis you can clamp the intake lines, and I just want to quickly go over just a quick video today of how to do that. So another word of advice is that we're going to be going over how to do this on my two GTIs, the older model, the newer model, but this will also work for both the GTR, the GTI, and the Wake series. Basically anything that's naturally aspirated, this should be a similar idea. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. Obviously you want to make sure that you consult your owner's manual before you do anything like this. I'll put in some photos of the owner's manual here that talks about, you know, what lines to clamp, at least on the older one. On the new one, that for whatever reason they don't say it, but they do talk about speeds that you want to, you know, not exceed when towing. So for the older 2017 model, that's basically anything 2019 and older, back to like 2015 or so. Don't quote me on the older age, but anything older than 2019, basically. Then you'll want to make sure that you don't tow over 13 miles an hour without clamping the tow line. On the newer model, they don't mention clamping the tow line in the owner's manual, but they say you can tow this one up to 20 miles an hour. Now, I wouldn't do either of those without clamping. I think if I'm going to tow it at all, you know, having that little clamp on board is super easy. Just put it in your emergency kit, and probably just anytime I tow, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, that being said, we did actually tow that one time when Christine lost her key, and I had to tow it back, and I didn't really exceed about 6 miles an hour. It took a long time. I didn't have a tow clamp back at the time, so now I've got one after that experience, and not gonna be caught without one again. It's another reason why you probably want to make sure that you have an extra key with you all times. I got a couple extra keys, and get your keys programmed for both skis, and then you don't have to worry about it. One final note is you don't actually have to use a tow clamp. You can actually use a tow tap if you prefer, where you would cut that line and install like a little ball valve or something like that. I don't really like the idea of that because I think it's going to restrict the water flow a bit. It's probably fine. I know lots of people do that, but in my mind, you know, not only are you're modifying something that wasn't originally designed to be modified, but then on top of it, it's extra work for something that theoretically shouldn't happen or shouldn't happen often. I don't anticipate on towing these watercraft often. Like I said, I did this one time. We remedied that by getting an extra key. If you have to tow, something's gone seriously wrong, and it should be a rarity. I guess I know some people that like tow these behind their boats or something. Yeah, that's up to you. But I guess maybe in that case you might want a tow tap, but I'm going to stick with the clamps. Okay, and I know I keep saying last thing, not trying to draw this video out. Why might you want to install a tow tap? The reason that you need to clamp this line is that under normal operations when you're not towing, these jet skis have an intake where they suck up water that you're riding in and use it to cool the exhaust and keep the engine cool. Now, under normal operating conditions, the back pressure of the engine keeps that water from entering the combustion chamber. But however, if you're towing, that water can be forced up the intake there and end up into your combustion chamber, and then you can hydrolock your engine, where basically you'll get water in your cylinders. Water's not compressible. It's going to just wreak havoc on your engine. I mean, not only just corrosion, but also we talk about bent rods, you know, other broken things. Basically, your engine can be toasted pretty easily. So that's why you want to make sure that you clamp that hose line to make sure that no water gets into the engine at all. So we are starting with the older 2017 model here. This one is super easy because it's actually labeled in the manual exactly which line you want to tap or clamp. It's super accessible. So basically, here's the exhaust. There's this little U-shaped line that comes off of the exhaust and runs up here into your exhaust manifold. So this is the line. It's rather small. It's maybe 3/4 of an inch. And you can see I marked mine with red tape. That way, if when I'm in an emergency situation, or I'm just frustrated because we need to tow these things, I'm not maybe not thinking clearly, it's easy to remember exactly which line it is. And then the idea is you take your little clamps here. These things, they spread apart. We'll put them on the line, basically like that. And then you just clamp it down. You can see it pinches that line. You can use these to, it's got like a little locking handle here. So make sure you get the whole thing, make sure you clamp it down pretty securely. Easy peasy. On the 2021, like I said, basically anything 2020 or newer, it's a little bit more complicated. Like I said, it's not listed in the owner's manual. The owner's manual does say you can tow this one up to 20 miles an hour. Again, I wouldn't really risk it. So this one can be a little bit harder to find. What we're looking for here is, this is the exhaust side of the engine over here. You can see here's the muffler, so that's where the exhaust manifold is right there. And what you're looking for is the line that runs up into your exhaust manifold. So I've got that line marked with red tape. It's got a plastic coating or plastic sheathing on the outside of it. But you see it runs up and it connects just underneath of the exhaust here to the exhaust manifold, and it runs the other direction back there to the pump. So that's how you're going to identify it. Is it's going to connect right here imagine where my fingers are on the other side of the exhaust here. It's hard to see. And then basically with this plastic coating on it, what you'll need to do is you can actually peel that back. But you can see you can actually peel that back, and then you'll have access to the hose there. I guess it's roughly about the same size, maybe 3/4 inch or so. So again, the idea is probably gonna need 2 hands to do this one. So I'm not gonna show it on camera, but got my clamp here. Make sure that's unlocked. We'll spread that. We'll pull the plastic back. We'll clamp it down. Use this to lock it in place. And once that's done, we should be all good. All right, guys. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Hopefully, you watched this video before you're actually out on the water needing a tow. If you're in that position, let me know in the comments below. Thoughts and prayers your way. But basically that's it. Not much to it. Like I said, just remember, if you're going to tow over 13 miles an hour on the old skis, 20 miles an hour on the new skis, you want to clamp those lines. And basically I would probably just do it anytime that you do. Get yourself some clamps. These are the ones I picked up off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description down below where you can get these exact ones. I think I got these in a pack of 6, so I got lots of options, which is great. And if you buy something from the Amazon link down below, you help support the channel, because use my affiliates link, you get a small portion of those proceeds. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, basically that's it. So that's gonna do it for us today, guys. Remember, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Really help us out. This is a brand new channel, so every subscriber goes a long way. Remember, we got that Bimini content coming up directly after this video. You do not want to miss any of that. That's going to be amazing. And with that being said, we're out of here, and we'll see you next weekend. Another word of advice is not the swinging, the GTR. Well, let's look at the pictures I just took. I was getting tired already. So again, I've got that line marked with. Hey guys, welcome back to Weekend. My garage is filthy.